Hey, welcome back to React University. I'm Corey.
And I'm Dana.
And today we're back with another episode of My Hero Academia.
That is right. We are reacting to Season 6, Episode 135, aka Episode 22, Friend. But of course, before we dive in, do I do it like you? Don't forget, like this video, share it with your friends, subscribe to our channel, and hit that notification bell so you always know whenever we're releasing something new.
Yes, guys, remember, we really appreciate your support, so please don't forget to hit that to subscribe, because we can see most people who are watching our videos are not subscribed, so please become part of the channel. We would love to interact with you in the comment section. But also don't forget, you can see the full reaction of this episode right now on the Patreon page. Remember, if you're watching this right now on YouTube, you can see 4 episodes right now on Patreon page, so please go and support. Really appreciate it. And with that, class is in session. Let's do this.
Here's what I know.
But you know, girl.
From now, in Hyboria Woods, they're meeting at a hidden mansion.
Yo, she roasted.
Mm-hmm. Like her skin is done.
Oh, you mad, huh? Oh, dang.
Good luck.
This crew is a lot smaller.
Don't be reckless.
Yeah, it is.
Wait, dude, don't be
I have to
reckless.
finish this while All for One and Shigaraki still aren't strong enough to steal One for All.
Yeah, ain't nobody in there.
I'm sure they would have had a contingency plan.
Izuku Midoriya. I do hope you enjoyed your heart-to-heart with the lovely Lady Nagant. It means she relayed my instructions, and I remain a step ahead of you. I didn't force her. Do you know what the world calls those who face setbacks? Villains.
Wait, so was supposed to tell him to go there?
Democracy, socialism, this prejudice exists across every ideal. The path you've chosen is a thorny one. Every fight.
I love his music.
I spend countless hours thinking about you.
Oh, really?
I'm not interested
About me?
in All Might anymore. I've grown bored of that pitiful oaf.
Dang.
Really?
Which means now, it's your turn.
It's just like
So
remember All Might turned to him and said, "No, it's your
Right.
turn."
dang. Blew up that whole house with that little small device?
We narrowly escaped the explosion. Can Nagant supply any more information?
Sounds like a no.
She was beaten down by anger and despair throughout her years.
We should share the secret of One for All in Midoriya with more heroes.
For
Not
what?
just this hand-picked group. It would allow for a more comprehensive search.
Our best bet is to lean on the boy. The police are already overwhelmed with all the jailbreaker cases.
Did she just call me a boy?
And still they doubt my intentions. They yell at me, send me away.
Did he quit?
Salt can overshadow 10 cheers. Guess I thought I was bigger than that. I'm sure the others who quit felt the same.
Dang.
He was a key figure during the raid.
Yeah, he
The one
was.
who rounded up any hero secretly aiding the Paranormal Liberation Front. And grit.
Anyone's uniform could unravel next.
I love him.
With all this chaos, no one knows who to look to. It could set off a chain reaction of negativity toward Midoriya.
I don't want to imagine what'll happen if it goes down that way.
Why doesn't All for One go public about the power himself? Sick the world on Midoriya, then take what he's after. It seems like the kind of thing he'd do.
Since he's keeping his mouth shut, he must want to avoid that outcome. Meanwhile, we're stuck. The only way we can catch the League's scent is if Deku is roaming the streets.
What a position to be in, Deku.
So whenever you're done crying, we'll work together to stop Toya.
Yeah, he's still got family issues.
Midoriya just made contact with another hired gun! And he defeated him. Instantly.
Deku.
Look at his eyes.
He's getting pissed.
Be careful. Hey, not so fast! Take this! You haven't eaten, have you? I'm good alone. You don't have to follow me.
Which means now, it's your turn.
I've got this. At this point, I'm fighting at a level comparable to you when you were at 100%.
Oh! He's just tired of seeing people get hurt.
Face off against a villain and die an unspeakably gruesome death! You're trying to protect me.
No.
To keep me from getting caught up in your fated mission as my successor. I want you to introduce yourself to the world and proudly say, I am here.
Please just eat,
Yeah.
Deku.
That's why you don't have to worry.
He still look back.
One more thing! I get it! I know what a heavy burden this is to carry alone!
No.
Young man, I'm sorry.
Aww.
Is that Sting? It is. Yeah, I see this stuff coming, girl. That's so good.
But why would Stain want either of them? He said
He doesn't
they're
want
true
any of them.
heroes.
He wouldn't want any of them. This society is turning on his head, and it's exactly what I think Sting wanted. People who call themselves heroes are walking away, and only the true people are staying.
Like a hero. He's always covered in dirt and blood. It's scary.
He's like tired.
The more heroes in our fold, the more options we have. But you're the key. Burn out now, and we're doomed to fail.
Yeah, bro.
I don't need to rest yet. I'm fine.
Knight, you know your wounds are nowhere near fully healed.
It's not the time to push yourself.
My feelings are putting an added burden on his shoulders.
Not just you, it's this kid. Every cause carries equal weight.
He now has a way to achieve the dream he's chased his whole life. To be a superhero who helps those in trouble, no matter who they are.
That's part of One for All. It's part of having all of us in his head. However, I think...
Some sleep.
Are you hurt?
You have more than one power. Do you belong all for one?
Of course not.
Good to know!
We can't see you smile, man. You're just...
I have to stop Shigaraki.
He's starting
I
to
have stop the League
spiral.
of Villains.
Yeah.
I won't let them harm anyone else.
Which means now, it's your turn.
Now, it's your turn.
Also, that's not gonna matter.
In order for this country to know peace
What?
once again, in order for everyone to live a normal life like they did before, in order to smile with the people I care about like I used to,
Well, you ain't smiling, bruh.
I have to.
Such impatience and anxiety. So you're exhausted. You're exactly the raging ball of fatigue he said you would be.
I need someone with more info. Maybe he can tell me where All for One is hiding.
Oh, you are up for a fight!
My body! I can't stop!
No, I don't want to fight!
I want to say it was around 5 years ago, during the bloodless surrender
Just his brain.
case. With a strong blow to his puppets. But he's got a plan to keep me from touching him. Human shields. Black Whip, then.
I can't stop! My body's moving on its own! We can't control what we're doing!
I'll break his hold on you. I just need a second.
Oh no.
Damn it! Armor-piercing shot!
How did Bakugo know where he was?
There is one thing Izuku needs.
He needs him.
Right now.
He needs a friend.
Yeah, he needs a friend. Friend.
Over here. I found him.
No. Of all the people,
Right.
Bakugo's gonna be like, "Don't you effing worry about
he can,
me."
Right, he can go toe to toe for him.
Yeah, he's
right.
like, "I can hold my own."
Yeah, shut up.
Don't protect
I'm here.
me. Oh.
He's obviously hanging out with Endeavor and the others. I'm gonna kill that damn nerd.
You're guessing?
I called multiple times. At no point did Hawks ever answer his phone.
Denim Face either.
Same with my father.
Also, All Might hasn't come back to campus either.
Yes, you're right. Classes are suspended. Denim Face and Featherhead both visited Deku in the hospital.
Denim Face.
All Might was there too.
Denim Face and Featherhead.
Those idiots have got to be making moves together.
If he is with the adult heroes, then we can assume they are protecting him.
Belly button laser.
Said that the top 3 heroes
He still exists.
I may not know Endeavor very well, but I know Deku, and I've got a good read on All Might too.
Then we need to figure out how to contact Midoriya and help him out. Let's go!
Let's get some answers.
Halls and records.
Principal, you set me up.
When you're in education, your lessons should be fresh.
I don't understand why you've been ignoring me.
Shoto, the fact that you're willing to stand at my side is why I still fight.
What good is that doing us? Let me guess. You've got Deku and All Might looking after each other, right?
I knew it. I'm sure that sounded like a smart move, and maybe with someone else it'd be a good idea.
But Deku's stubborn.
You don't know Deku. If you did, you'd realize he can't be trusted out there. He never considers his own well-being. He just says he's fine.
Jeez, looks like he's shaking off All Might as well. Kid's on his own.
Midoriya.
Hold up, is that GPS tracking Deku?
Someone knocked it on his
The whole class.
But I'm more surprised that he thought a simple letter would convince us to let him run away.
No.
Class 1A sticks together.
Oh, guys!
And we'll stand by his side.
This episode's about to end. I know it.
Means we can't look to the future with a smile.
No. I'm all in my feels.
I agreed to let Midoriya team up with you because I knew that he didn't want to come back to UA and risk it being targeted by villains. But he can come back. The school will be just fine.
He's right. This is our Hero Academy.
Don't forget, All Might grew up in this school too, and we survived.
True.
Bring your classmate back.
All of them showed up.
The villain is secured. We're in the clear, Bakugo.
Great explosion, murder, god, dynamite, damn it!
Great explosion, murder, god, dynamite.
Why are you here?
Because we're worried about you.
That's nice, but I promise I'm fine.
Real talk. Are you able to smile right now? Come on, go ahead and show us.
Because he's supposed to do all that with a smile.
I have to go. I'm sorry. Everyone get out of my way!
You're gonna have to make us, you busted ass All Might wannabe!
Feeling that's what you were going to say? Let's do this, class!
Right!
Yeah, yeah. Figured so.
Yeah. You know, just don't mind me over here in my feelings.
So I like the, good on Bakugo, because Bakugo understood and definitely is the best person to explain Deku in his carelessness and it comes to himself, right? He doesn't mind, like, again, even when he didn't have any powers.
Yeah, he was going to save people to his own detriment.
And so for him to have that conversation with Endeavor, and the school principal is like, hey, it's one thing you guys all miss. Like, he's going to basically go until he has nothing left.
Yeah. And then something will happen.
Right. And so maybe, and it could be us, maybe also what All for One is expecting as well. I don't know. I'm speculating. Who knows? But
well, I think you might be right because that's what the dictator said. He's like, "Oh, you said that I would find you, run down."
Right. He probably didn't expect all his friends to
show up. Yeah,
right. Mm-hmm.
And I don't know. I think it's just even more special the fact that like Bakugo is the one to bring it up because of how much like Bakugo seemed to like hate him.
Right.
But like in air quotes. But ultimately he's the first one to speak up like, I know him. Right? Like, yeah, you pay attention, you might pay attention to an enemy, but like he knows him.
Right.
You know, there are some people that are in your class and you don't pay attention to them, you don't know anything about them. And like, but even though he acted like he hated Deku's guts, he's very...
And he did. I'm quite sure at the time.
I'm sure there are many times where he truly hated Deku's
but
guts.
I think as time goes on, he
understands him.
Not only does he understand him, he respects him.
Yeah,
and that's really good. And seeing his whole class basically saying, "Look, we're all together." And which is one thing Deku didn't want. Deku doesn't want everyone to show up to help him.
Well,
he wants to be there to help everyone else.
He doesn't want to be a burden, I think. I don't think it's so much. I think it's like nice knowing that people were willing to be there for you, but he doesn't want to be a burden and he doesn't want to endanger anyone.
Right.
And he's willing to forego having any level of support if it means that he's doing his duty, what he thinks is his duty as a hero, which is keeping people safe.
I think his kryptonite is because of his personality. He doesn't want to rest. He wants to keep going until everyone is safe.
I know.
He is in a situation where he's put himself in a situation where his friends needs to be there for him because he's worn out. He's tired. He's exhausted.
You can tell even his little black whip is like drooping.
right. His clothes. You see his shirt. I mean, his mask is cracking.
People are running from him because he looks crazy.
He's like, "All right, are you guys okay?
Like, we're fine, please. Please
my God, we're good. Yeah, don't kill us.
We believe you." No,
right. You can't see his smile. You can't see his smile. You can't see.
He's not smiling.
Right.
He wanted to be able to rescue people with a smile and let them know I'm here, and he can't right now. He's run ragged, and like you said, like they said in the show, it's honorable what he's trying to do. No one is arguing that it's not honorable, but yes, they need him. But you know, at this point, like, they need him well in body and in spirit.
Right. And again, I don't know. I'm speculating here, so again, don't answer this in the comment section. But Stain respects All for One. I mean, One for All. He respects All Might. He says All Might is the only one is worthy to put him out. Right?
Yeah.
And
then he did say the same about Deku.
Well, my whole point was bringing up is he saw them two together. He saw them two together, and he knows that Deku.
Wait, what do you mean he saw the two of them together?
He saw All Might and Deku together. When he was sitting he was behind the wall.
Oh, okay. Yes.
So I'm curious.
Do you think though that Stain knows that is All Might? Because it wasn't he put in prison?
Everyone saw him.
He was put in prison before.
But I'm quite sure everyone knows.
Everyone knows now.
Everyone
Even those that were put away?
100%. Okay. Everyone knows. And so I'm curious, you know, Stain obviously is, you know, he's, it seems to be a, what they call it, a anti-hero. He's...
I think that's a little generous.
I'm thinking what's gonna happen is Stain did what he did. Sting. I am saying Sting. Stain did what he did because he felt like society in the heroes has basically fallen. They are all about, you know, publicity, sponsorship, whereas All Might was all about, you know, really being that hero.
Yeah.
Which is why out of everyone, All Might didn't have a agency.
Right.
Everyone else had an agency. He didn't have one.
Right.
He was just simply there to do what he did.
About it too, right now, Deku going off on his own, he's putting a lot of people a lot of criminals back in jail. He's doing all this he's not getting, I mean, it could be, I mean, I guess I'm thinking from Stain or from a villain's perspective, it could be argued like he's not getting paid. Like there is no benefit to him in him doing what he's doing other than getting practice to sharpen his skills.
My point is that Stain sees this and he knows. I just don't understand. I'm curious to see how that will be. There's no way he can be welcome in the fold because obviously you have. You think it's gonna be like the enemy of my enemy is my friend, right? What's his name? Tenya is not gonna let that happen. 100%.
Well, he's also Stain's an adult. Like he wouldn't join up with the students. If anything, he would be like
it'd be his own little thing.
Nagant and Stain, like all these.
But have Stain be in the same area as what's his name?
Oh, Tenya.
He's gonna. That's gonna be something fierce.
But I think
my only last point is that just like the principal said, is All Might was a part of that school and been there for years, and they don't have a situation. We got 16,000 people trying to kill you, but they're saying they was able to resist all that. They would still been able to be good, so why can't they do that with Deku? So protect the students though. So
that is I thought that was a good point. And like I said, they beefed up security and it's like, oh, why not test it? And I also thought it was very interesting how the students responded when he's like, your classmate can come back, and they were all like, what? Yeah, like, because I guess they thought that, I don't know. I think it was just kind of special because the principal's the one who's like the mastermind, right? He's a thinker.
Yeah, he's a thinker. He can think.
So, I don't know. It seemed like it hadn't even dawned on them that he could come back even if things weren't fixed.
I'm giving this episode an 8.5.
What?
Very close to a 9. The big reasons why is because we've seen Deku, even all of his strength, all of his power, all of his abilities.
Yeah.
His kryptonite is him not resting.
I think
it's weakening him. It's giving him open the door for him to lose a battle, even with someone that's so weak as this guy who's just simply using people to like puppets.
Which, if you think about it, it's like trifling because it's like. Yeah, it's an ability, but
your abilities sucked.
No, actually, if you think about it, like the work smarter, not harder. Like he's not working hard. He's literally hiding and manipulating people. But it's also kind of like, could you really hold your own? Then you couldn't. If you didn't have connections.
What would you give it?
I think I'm gonna give it a 9.175. I know there was not a lot of action. There was a lot of feelings for me.
Yeah,
and I just think
it didn't get me though.
Oh my god.
It could have, but it didn't get me. It got you.
You feel like had it gone a little bit longer, it would have got you.
We'll see. We'll see if next episode gets me.
It was Bakugo for me. And like also, we knew the episode was called Friend, but when Deku looked up in the sky, you know how it shows like hero name and like it'll show like hero name, this is what they do or whatever. It showed him and it just said Friend.
Right.
Oh.
So
yeah, I don't know.
What's your score
just
again?
The feels. Oh, should I bump it up?
9.175, you said?
Yeah,
9.175. 8.5 for me. What is your score? What would you give it? Comment below, let us know. Also, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, hit the bell notification. You can always get the latest of anything we post right here on the channel.
That's right. Also, don't forget to become a member of our Patreon. You can see the full reaction to this episode as well as many others. Like it, go check it out. You won't be disappointed.
And until next time.
Bye.